Visual Makeup Video, and this is my presentation is about XML syntax. XML name space XML DOM, XPath, XSLT, XML schema, XML database, and XML RSS. XML syntax refers to the rules that determine how an XML application can be written. The XML syntax is very straightforward, and this makes XML very easy to learn. In the next page are the main points to remember when creating XML documents. Well formatness. XML declaration, one root element only, XML markup. XML namespace is a collection of names that can be used as elements or attribute names in an XML document. The namespace qualifies elements' names uniquely on the web in order to avoid conflicts between elements with the same name. The namespace is identified by the Sum Uniform Resource Identifier URI, either a Uniform Resource Locator URL or a Uniform Resource Name URN, but it doesn't matter what, if anything, it points to. URIs are used simple because they are globally unique across the internet. XML document object model DOM class is a memory representation of an XML document. The DOM allows you to programmatically read, manipulate, and modify an XML document. The XML Reader class also reads XML, however, it provides non-act forward-only, read-only access. This means that there are no capabilities to edit the values of the attribute or content of an element, or the ability to insert and remove nodes with the XML Reader. Editing is the primary function of the DOM. It is the common and structured way that XML data is represented in memory, although the actual XML data is stored in a linear fashion when in a file or coming in from another object. XPath is a major element in the XSLT standard. XPath can be used to navigate through elements and attributes in an XML document. XPath stands for XML Path Language. XPath uses path-like syntax to identify and navigate nodes in an XML document. XPath contains over 200 built-in functions. XPath is a major element in the XSLT standard. XPath is a W3C recommendation. XSLT, Extensible Stylesheet Language Transformation, is a language originally designed for transforming XML documents into another XML documents or other formats such as HTML for web page, plain text, or XSL formatting object, which may subsequently be converted to another formats such as PDF, PostScript, and PNG. Support by JSON and plain text transformation was added in later updates to the XSLT 1.0 specification. An XML schema is description of a type of XML document, typically expressed in terms of constraints, on the structure and content of documents of the type. Above and beyond the basic syntactically constraint imposed by XML itself. These constraints are generally expressed using some combination of grammatical rules governing the order of elements. Boolean predicates that the content must satisfy. Data types governing the contents of elements and attributes, and more specialized rules such as uniqueness and referential integrity constraint. An XML database is a persistent software system that allows data to be specified and sometimes is stored in XML format. This data can be queried, transformed, exported, and returned to a calling system. XML databases are a flavor of document-oriented database, which are in turn in category of NoSQL database. SS. RDF site summary, or really simple syndication, is a web feed that allows users and applications to access updates to website in a standardized computer-readable format. Subscribing to RSS feeds can allow a user to keep track of many different websites in a single news aggregator, which constantly monitors sites for new content, removing the need of the user to manually check them. News aggregators or RSS readers can be built into a browser installed